that. That was cute.
Isn't that nice? Hey guys. Hey y'all. What's up? What's up? What's up? We're back.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh man. So let's just get right into it. Got a good show for you guys tonight. So let's begin. I want to start out with Music City Streets. This weekend we've got a few things popping. So for those that are Beatle fans, they're having a Beatle tribute at the amphitheater in Nashville.
Sorry.
That, because I don't know, our viewers are just like skyrocketing at this point. I mean, it's amazing. So I don't know, for those who are Beatle fans, by all means,
name a Beatles song right now.
I don't know.
Thank you, Mia. Why are you giving us this damn?
But in a reality standpoint, for those that are more, on the other side of the culture, my homegirl, Kimberly Adams, she is super, super dope. She is in charge of Adult Recess, which is just another way to basically, have a get-together or a fun networking space for adults. And that is going to be this Saturday, starting at 7. Tickets are on Eventbrite. What is it? Eventbrite.com. And that's going to be on 624 Jefferson Street. We've also got the Wine and Rhymes going on Saturday night. It's got open mic as well, and canvas painting. I've been one other time before when they had an open mic for Raheem Devon, which was totally dope. So if you're in the Nashville area, check it out. Whitney, any California love you want to spread to our viewers?
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe not the Beatles. Maybe not the Beatles.
Definitely not the Beatles, but shout out the Beatles. They are legendary. They're just not my legendary, but they're legendary nonetheless. But it was BET weekend here in Los Angeles. So BET weekend is when the BET Awards comes to LA. They shut it down. It's all types of like events in the hills hosted by Hennessy, shit like that. No, it's a bunch of Black events. So that's what I really like about the BET experience when they come here, because LA, I love LA, but there's very few Black, places where people can get together and congregate. It's just very few. Like, you're going to run into the same people. It's only a few Black spots. Right. So, that's not like in the hood. So BET was cool. I didn't go to the awards this year. Usually I'm like a seat filler or something, but it didn't work out this year.
I feel like you always are at some kind of award show.
I know. I haven't been to one since like the Billboards. I'm so pissed I wasn't here though, because Rihanna was in the building, and if I was anywhere near close to Rihanna, I'd be like, fuck it. I'm getting my picture and I'm walking out of here. Like, they gonna kick me out. Yeah, but LA is popping. I just wish the weather would, act like LA. Right now it's very gloomy.
June gloom? Is it June gloom?
But we'll survive.
Okay. Cool. Dope. Well, let's just get right into it, because I feel like this has been a crazy week. So what's the tea, sis? What's the tea of the week?
Oh, gosh. There's so much tea out here in these streets.
There's so much tea.
There's so much tea. So this is the most like shocking tea that I don't even know. This is definitely just gossip tea. Like, we don't know if this is true. Okay. In the street.
So we're going to be using the word allegedly.
Okay. Allegedly. Diddy, aka Puff Daddy, all right, his new boo and maybe / fiance, maybe / wife is Lori Harvey, which is the daughter of Steve Harvey, stepdaughter Steve Harvey, and Marjorie.
Mm-hmm.
I never know how to say her name. Okay, that's their daughter. So that's pretty scandalous. She's 22 years old. He's I don't know, 50, but still legal. There's
I
nothing
think
wrong
he's
with
like,
that.
oh yeah. I thought you meant Steve Harvey. I was like, oh, I think he's closer to 70.
Oh, I was talking about Diddy. How old is
Yeah.
Diddy? He's like 50.
Huh?
I would say Diddy's like 50, right?
Yeah, I'd say he's like 50. Yeah. Maybe early 40. I mean, late 40s, early 50s.
Yeah, late 40s, early 50s. So allegedly, he has been rumored to be with her. You know, he had a few like exes leak this information like a week ago, and then a video was spotted out with him at some event with Lori. She had like a ring on her finger, and then she made an Instagram post saying she was somebody's wife, and so on and so forth. And so the craziest thing about all of this is that Lori Harvey dated Diddy's son. Which one? Christian? One
Justin.
of
Justin.
what Justin, one of the younger ones. She dated
Such a
him
cute.
for like a year. No, they actually really dated. This isn't allegedly. They were seen to, like they admitted dating each other. But it was a short-lived thing, you know. But who
I
knows? I don't
mean,
know.
and I guess
Lori Harvey did speak on this today because people were all up in her comments because apparently she posted some pictures that looked eerily similar to Kim Porter. So people are saying in these pictures, Lori Harvey recreated Kim Porter pictures and she looks eerily like single white female, eerily looking like she's trying to play dress up as Kim Porter. And so people are all in her comments like, what is this? This is looking like Kim Porter. Like, are you really engaged? Are you trying to, this is not a good look. And she went out on her Instagram and she said, I'm not engaged. She didn't say nothing about being with Diddy. She didn't say that was false. She just said, I'm not engaged.
oh, this one.
I don't know. People are in the comments apparently. I just watched a YouTube video on it. With,
I mean, she's got. I feel like people just be look like Kim Porter here.
I don't know. They put side by sides. I was like, oh wow.
Oh, this was Kim Porter. Yeah. I mean, she does.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. This one picture.
You
I don't know if you guys can see it, but that definitely is channeling Kim Porter vibes to me. So
absolutely. They pulled up like a side by side and it showed both of them. But nonetheless, it is what it is. Y'all do y'all thing. I want to know if either of them are going to speak out about this because it's literally all over like Hollywood Reporter. Like it's just all over the blog. So pretty interesting. And other tea, Portia Williams and her baby daddy, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Portia Williams, she is allegedly broken up with her fiance.
Do we know why?
McKinley.
I heard different things like there was cheating or there was, to be some things that have come out at a later time, like some drama, but people are like, they really don't know. So I'm kind of like, I've heard like a little bit of different things, so I really don't know what exactly it was.
Well, the new Wendy Williams out here, Tasha K, YouTube blogger, Tasha K, she was basically doing an interview that was pretty exclusive. And in this interview, she had a lady who claimed to have been in an affair with Dennis. She brought some receipts, like pictures of them together, I think, like his tattoo and I don't know, some shit, but it didn't have the time frame lined up. But Dennis came at Tasha K after the interview, like, basically trying to make her take it down. She wouldn't take it down, of course.
Why would celebrities, not to interrupt you, but why would celebrities, Tasha K, she's obviously known and made a space for herself, but for me to still not have known who she was, why are all these people coming after Tasha K?
Cardi's coming after Tasha K. Tasha K done manifested this shit. Tasha K is now like bigger than life.
Like, I'm going to mute Tasha K. It's like Tasha K is in her own little lane. Like, I get
she loves it.
But all these celebrities want to come after her.
She eats it up, girl. She loves it.
She loves
Cardi sued her. She countersued Cardi. Okay. But Dennis, dumbass, went and made a big deal about it. Of course, Portia, like, I'm sorry, Wendy, I'm sorry, Tasha. I'm like, damn, too many people. Tasha, blasted him, showed the receipts of his like DMs and all this and the lawyer's messages. And a few days later, Portia and all her family unfollowed Dennis. Of course, the blog's gonna pick this up immediately. So they reported on it. As soon as they reported on it, Portia followed Dennis back like a day later. And now here we are like a week or two later, and the entire family has once again unfollowed him, and she has removed all the major pictures of him off her page. And yeah, so it seems pretty, I don't know, we don't know. But honestly, I already called this long ago. I never saw Portia marrying Dennis, period.
Really? I liked them together. I actually thought that she found someone who, and I get it, it's for the camera, a little bit's for the camera, and then some of it you have to kind of decipher what's real, what's not. But I thought that this was like a good situation. Like,
nope.
I didn't know much about him, but I mean, just from what it seemed like, I was like, okay.
I knew Portia was with him because he had money. Not to say she's a gold digger, but I know she wanted to have a baby, and she wanted to have a baby with someone who was secure, who was on her level, whatever. And I just feel like she really wanted to have a baby with him. They had a baby in less than a year. Like, she was getting up there in age. She already, previous seasons, had one of her like ex boyfriends from college come on the show and wanted to give him like a baby contract so they could have like a co-parenting baby together. That was like 2 seasons ago. So she just really wanted to have a baby. And it really confirmed it for me because I can only get through like one episode of that spinoff that she had with Dennis.
Yeah.
But I watched it, and on that spinoff, she was basically refusing to sell her house and move out of her house. Like, she just wanted Dennis to, crash at her house. Dennis didn't even have like a closet. He was just like a guest in her house, and he was trying to get her to move, and he said he'll buy the house and everything, and she's like, no, I just want to keep my house, I want to stay. And that was like a big thing. And I was like, if she don't want to give up her house, she don't really want to be, she knows she's not gonna be with this man. Like, she just knows she's not.
Yeah.
That's just what I feel. When a woman know you're gonna start a new life with the man, I don't care how nice the house is, you just gonna get a nicer house. Like, he was showing her like all these mansions and stuff. She's like, yeah, I like it, but didn't want to move into it. I'm like, damn well you don't plan on being with this man. You're not moving out your house.
Yeah, and I feel like too, I mean, hey, listen.
I don't know.
I just don't know anymore. Like, I don't know what's real, what's fake, I don't know.
Right. It could all be for the show.
It could all be for the show. Like, people are legit out here scamming us.
All day, every day.
Did you?
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to ask you, because I know for one of our drip of the days that you posted, awesome.
Yes, everyone go check out the drip of the days. Mia, tell them what it is. What's drip of the day?
So drip of the day is going to be a daily dose of...
Not going to be, it is.
Well, it is, yeah. My bad. It is.
We have several.
We have had several.
Dozens of drip of the days on YouTube.
Yes, for sure. And it is your daily dose of news from Black Coffee and Tea. Whitney has been so awesome about launching the content. So every single day, I don't know, for what, about a week and a half or so? Maybe 2 weeks? Is it?
Well, yeah, I've been consistent with the different things for about 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
But if you guys go back on our YouTube, Black Coffee and Tea Podcast, it's some great videos on there.
Yeah.
Way back when, I got a little African-American documentary.
Yeah.
From like a year ago. But we're going to give you guys a lot of content on there.
Lots and lots of content. And so on one of the drips of the days, you mentioned the Khloe Kardashian and Jordyn Wood scandal with Tristan Thompson.
Yeah, girl.
And on last night's episode, and be sure to check that out because it was really, really good. But
yeah, I was going to save her for Teabag, but go ahead.
Right. No, we can talk about it for Teabag, but I was just going to bring it up for what's the tea part of it. So I thought last night it was completely whack when Khloe brought up the fact, because everybody knows that Tristan was caught with Jordyn Woods in some kind of inappropriate kissing manner. it's rumors have been confirmed that apparently they did not allegedly have sex. But none of us can really confirm or deny that because we really still don't know. We don't know. They might have had
Jordyn was talking to Tristan for a while.
Yeah, and I think that it wouldn't be.
That's what I think.
Well, and it wouldn't be unreasonable if they both kind of understand what they have to lose. So it wouldn't be unreasonable for me to think that they had like some sort of behind the scenes conversation like, okay, look, we cannot tell people we slept together. Like, let's just keep it we kissed.
It almost makes me think of some like romantic, like really having real feelings for one another if you're going to kiss in public. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know about you, but I rarely kiss people in public that I don't have some type of rapport with.
True.
I'm not going to kiss anybody in public.
True.
You know?
True.
And so, I don't know. It makes me think it's a deeper connection, but you know, she's young. She's only 20.
Yeah. And how dare the Kardashians try to make this poor girl feel like she's just some sort of slut. But anyway, I thought it was extremely whack that Khloe would make mention of the fact that Tristan tried to kill himself because of all of the backlash and how
I'm so tired of her.
I'm like, literally in the episode, she's talking on the phone or she's talking to Scott or something. She's having a conversation with someone. And she made reference, he's talking about he wants to take his life and how he just feels so bad. Girl, you could have left that out. Like, that to me was that was one of the wackest things she could have said. Because I'm like, first of all, this isn't the first time you've caught him cheating. So let's not act so surprised. You know, like, let's not.
He's damn sure not going to kill himself over you. Like,
he's not
who are you trying to pull
over you? Like, I hate to be that way, but like, I don't see, as much as like we take death and suicide so serious, or at least we should. That comment in the way that she said it, just kind of like, yeah, whatever. He threatened to take his life. Like, you realize what kind of platform you're on? Like, if I were to make that comment, I would have been like, oh my God, like, he's so fucked up. Like, he literally threatened to take his life. Like, I had to like drive over there and get a flight to make sure he was up. Like, she knew that the comment was just like something to say to make us as viewers feel like, oh, he's so sorry. And he's just so, bitch, he's really not sorry. And he's not going to take his life because he wouldn't have told you he was going to take his life if he really was going to take his life. So save me the dramatics and get over it. Get yourself a new man and be happy. But yeah, I just had to get that off my chest because I felt like that was super whack and I just didn't like that at all. Like,
I didn't even listen to that clip. I saw a little Shade Room post that they made about it, but at that point in time, I had already seen 2 prior posts of them. I didn't even want to click on that video because I'm like, this is overkill. I don't care anymore about this story. I didn't even watch the episode. Did you watch the episode?
This is how good God is. So I watched the episode and then like towards like the last 20 minutes, it was like the rest of this episode did not record.
Wow.
So I was like, thank you, Jesus. I don't even be watching this shit anyway. But no, I watched it and then I didn't watch it all, obviously. But
yeah, I didn't watch it. I don't feel like I need to watch it. I got the gist of it. And they did this big ass buildup for all of this to stretch this out over 2 episodes because I think they talked about it last episode. So I'm like, why are y'all still talking about it? You know what I'm saying? All the previews were about it. It's making me think it is staged. And if it's not, y'all are just dragging it out for your own personal gain.
We're over it. Girl, we're so over it. Yeah.
So over it. And for Kim to make those comments about Jordyn, it really lets you know, like, I'm sorry. You don't just make comments like that. If this person was your friend, you know what I'm saying? Don't treat them like a charity case now that y'all not cool anymore.
Right. That's whack. That's super whack.
And they just, I don't know. Let me not get into it, but I just feel like
that's a whole other conversation. I do agree there.
Black folks are very, very like accessory like to them. They're an accessory.
Oh yeah, they are.
You know what I'm saying?
At their disposal. But my thing is, they can cross us all the time with their antics. Yeah, I'll date your dude and have a baby, or I'll parade his ass around underneath your nose, and I'll fucking have a full-blown relationship. Not just kiss the nigga, but just like have a full-blown fucking relationship.
Yeah.
paraded in your face, and you have to deal with it.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm going to actually support my fucking child sister into taking my friend's man, who's a grown-ass man with a baby and a fiance.
Yeah. So they
You
have
know what I'm saying? They don't address that. Fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Nobody
they have
has
some nerve.
Yep. That's why I don't buy into all this shit that they try to do, this fake pro-black shit. I don't buy into it. It's all for a reason. It's like, yes, it's good that you're contributing to these black lawyers, but don't try to spin this story like you're Harriet Tubman freeing black folks. You're not. You gave to a cause, and they try to make it seem like because you are studying to be a lawyer that you led this movement of freeing these people behind the law books. You didn't write a sentence. You handed over a checkbook, and that's honorable. But let's not change it into something else that it's not. And all these black people like, oh, she doing more for black people than black people. Like, y'all just really believe the hype of anything. Yeah. People like that really believe the hype of anything.
And it's come out that the people that the actual people who have worked on these cases behind Kim got the credit, but the people that actually put these findings and this research and this documentation together to even build the case for Kim to get behind, they are black people.
They've been doing it for years.
They've been doing this for years. Kim didn't just go and say, what are you in jail for? Oh, wow. Okay, let me go do my research on that. No, there have been teams of people that have worked on these cases for years, done the research, pulled the documentation, spent hours of their time. Kim has just gotten in front of it, and she's the face for it. And like you said, Winnie, it is what it is. I mean, it is what it is, but we're not going to act like, she's just getting all the credit. Like, I think that's fucked up.
That's just the story that the media spins. And it's like, yeah, Kim can't control the media, but Kim knew the story that was being put out there, and she just let it happen like that. She could have brought those two black women in the spotlight and said, these are the founders. I'm trying to learn and be more like them, that I'm supporting them, whatever. But Kim just doesn't have any humbleness to her, in my opinion. Kim seems very entitled. And I mean, all of them, rightfully so, I guess, growing up the way you grew up. But I'm not going to worship you and give you accolades for saving my people. Like, fuck out of here.
Right.
I'm sorry. I don't fall for it. So
ugh.
God bless them.
God bless them. Any more tea?
T. Oh, so did you hear about the Tory Lanez story?
No.
Oh my God.
Is it Tory Lane or Tory Lanez?
I think it's Lanez, girl. Lanez.
Oh my God, girl. I never knew how to pronounce his last name. Wow.
You never heard anybody say Tory Lanez?
Mm-mm. I was like, Lanez.
Damn, Tory Lanez. You just got dissed and dismissed.
Butchered. Your name got butchered. My bad. Respect to
me. I've never even heard people speak your name before.
Ever. I made it up. I was like, when I read it, I was like, oh, okay, Tory Lanez. Okay. Cool.
Okay, well, maybe this story just needs to move on because you don't even know who he is.
No, like he's a rapper. Is he a rapper?
He's a rapper / singer from Toronto. He got really popular a few years ago, but fell off as well. So anyways, he did a music video where he had two models, a dark-skinned model and a light-skinned model. So his dark-skinned model was in the shot with him. They were dancing. And in the video, the director yells, "Cut," and he switches the girl out. He pulls the dark-skinned model out, and he puts the light-skinned model back in, and they yell action, and they start shooting. So everyone starts dancing, shooting, and then Tory just starts doing like this, like cut. And then he was like, yeah, can we switch her back in? Can we get her back in? And so he switches the light-skinned girl back out, and we get the dark-skinned girl back in. All right, so that's the video that got put out and went viral, and Shade Room posted it, and everybody was like, yeah, Tory Lanez, stand up for black women, stand up for dark-skinned women. We're tired of this colorist industry, blah, 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 blah. Because Tory Lanez released it and wrote this caption and all this shit. So everyone's giving him his flowers, his accolades, like, yeah, this has opened up a really important conversation. I'm like, hello, Black Coffee and Tea been talking about this shit for months, but okay.
We're talking about this shit since we started.
Exactly. We always talk about colorism. But
from what I'm hearing you say is he had a video with a dark skin model and light skin model, and he was trying to give equal the spotlight.
Basically, the director, it looked switched out the dark skin model and put the light skin girl in her place. And Tory Lanez yells cut and gets the dark skinned girl back in the spotlight with him. Okay. So everyone's like, yeah, Tory Lanez, whatever. And so that lasted for about 24 hours. And then
the video came out.
Then we get the inside scoop from the dark skinned girl and said that's not the way it went. And then the light skinned girl chimes in, the director chimes in. They basically said all the shit was set up and he recorded it to make it look like that. But what really happened was that each girl was getting a certain allotted time with the shot and they were switching girls in and out anyway. But he literally did that and told his people to record it to make it seem like he was standing up for Black women. But I mean, so it goes perfectly with what you said, like everything's fucking staged. You don't know what to believe. You don't know what's real.
This nigga drag and teabag. When we get around to the teabag section of this fucking podcast, keep his name on the top of your mental Rolodex.
Oh, God.
Black coffee, no sugar, no cream. Man.
So that's what happened with that. It just goes to show everybody just needs to wait at least 48 hours before the real story comes out, maybe. I don't know. But either way, it was good. I guess his heart was good, It's like Jussie Smollett trying to bring attention to.
Girl.
This whole Jussie Smollett case is getting it's Twilight Zone. Like, I don't even want to hear.
Girl, I just want him to be free. As much as we give these white people so many chances after chances. And
why are we still talking about it? Like, I don't know why the police are still trying to come after him.
Girl, let that man be in peace at this point. Like,
they just dropped a video.
He has not.
The video?
I did not.
Girl, they just dropped the video. It's not funny. They just dropped the video of him in the lobby or whatever, and he's unraveling this huge rope. A rope looked crisp, white as day, like the rope. They just got the rope from CVS or, I don't know, Lowe's, and he's unraveling it from around his neck. And they were like, this is Jussie Smollett. Still with the noose around his neck, waiting for the police. I just can't.
I can't.
I just cannot.
I can't. I'm so done with culture and fucking culture. I'm so done with culture and TMZ mixed with culture. I'm done. I'm done. It's a mess.
It's a hot mess. It's a mess.
Shout out to Jussie Smollett. I actually was against you at one point because I just couldn't understand. Now I empathize with you. These people just need to leave you the fuck alone at this point. Yeah, it is what it is.
Honestly, okay, look, I don't care who crucified me. He was definitely lying. Okay? Yeah. Definitely. I knew that from his interview, it just all didn't make no sense and it definitely didn't make sense when he took the stand to make all these interviews. But at the end of the day, like you said, there's too much real shit going on out here for them to be trying to prosecute and hang Jussie Smollett, an actor who was trying to make the world his stage, okay? I mean, at the end of the day, that's what he was trying to do.
Get a pay increase. Now, the way he went about trying to get that increase.
He wanted to be the gay Tupac. He told us all this. He said, I am the gay Tupac, which if I wasn't done with him before, I was definitely done after the gay Tupac comment.
Just throw in the towel at that point. You just got to throw in the towel and
I knew his mental wasn't right for him to even make that statement. I'm like, oh,
it was how he said it, Then it was like, I did not go down without a fight. There's just so many lines that he said during his speech on stage that I felt like didn't need to be there.
Yeah.
He could have just left all that out. He was like, I know my attorney's going to kill me. Yeah, your attorney's going to fucking kill you because your shit didn't make sense from day one. And now you're going on stage talking about you're the fucking gay Tupac.
I know you know this black lady's name.
You didn't find anybody.
Who's the black lady that interviewed him? She had me rolling with the short haircut. She's like,
is it Robin?
Yeah, I think so. She's like the black Diane Sawyer right now. Like,
yeah, I forget her last name, but yeah.
Her looks, she was like, what?
Yeah.
She said, so like people think you're
look.
lying. What do you have to say to people who think you're lying? It's just like, see, I took that personally at first, but it's not that you think I'm lying. It's not that. It's that you don't want to believe me.
The truth, yeah.
You don't want the truth.
Robin,
like, this man really took a movie line,
girl,
and did a whole interview. But yeah, that's Hollywood for you.
It's a mess. Well, moving on to our Black Coffee, No Sugar, No Cream segment. I think the obvious thing to discuss. Did you watch the BET Awards?
Yeah, we already talked about that.
Well, I'm saying any kind of highlights. I know there was one.
Oh, no, I didn't watch the BET Awards. I watched a few of the YouTube clips. Yeah,
I didn't watch the BET Awards either. Sorry, guys. But I did want to bring attention to one of the singers. I had never heard of her
with the flute
until this backlash. Her name is Tanero. What is it? Tanero?
Is that the big girl with the flute?
I don't know, but she had like a low cut dress and she was slammed for her boobs.
Oh no, what's wrong with her boobs?
Yeah, so basically she got a lot of backlash for her boobs, and she had on like a low cut dress. You know the dresses that kind of come, there's like an opening in the front. And so I don't wear those particular dresses because of this reason why she got slammed, but that's for my own personal insecurity. But she got slammed because her boobs were droopy in the dress. Right. They weren't, like taped up.
The plus size girl?
No, she's not plus size. She's just a pretty, darker skin. She's got afro. I would say she's probably, I don't think she's plus size. I mean,
I was just trying to figure out if I know her. I don't think I know her though.
Yeah, her name is Tanerel. I have never heard of her. But when this story broke, of course, it shed light to where, like, okay, here we go. We've talked about body shaming in the past, and
it's a story. Where?
It's not necessarily a story. It's just comments when people were when she was posted on different sites and things of that nature. So basically, she had put out a comment. Basically, people were saying, "Oh, your boobs are saggy. They're not perky. You don't need to be wearing dresses like this." So her comment, she did respond to the negative comments, and she said, to all the negative comments about today's look, I don't need to lift my breasts to wear a fucking dress. I'm a woman and my natural tits hang, and I fucking love it, and I have no intention of changing it to suit your gaze. I'm out here living my dreams, focus on better things.
How you spell her name? Who is she?
Tanerelle. Tanerelle.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see.
I've never heard of her. You said what?
I said that sucks.
Yeah, I mean, my point is not even necessarily about her, but just how society views us, especially as women, in our bodies. Whether it's abortions and people telling us what to do with our bodies, whether it's, oh, you need to be more natural, you've got fake tits, but then when people wear their real tits, it's an issue. Or, you don't need surgery. You need you just build a butt. So if you have your butt, it's like, oh, your butt's not big enough. You don't need to wear that kind of dress. Like, who the fuck are you to tell me what I want to wear? It really comes down to, you can't please everybody, and we don't know what kind of insecurities people go through. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, realistically, she's a celebrity. She's in the spotlight. So, yes, backlash is going to come with that regardless. I mean, that's just part of the game. But I just think it's fucked up that we as a society body shame, especially our women. It doesn't, guys too, but we see it more for women. And, you know, again, I don't wear those kind of dresses because, you know, of these comments right here. And just because of my own personal insecurities when it comes to, you know, things that I'm not happy about myself, not because of you guys, but things that, you know, I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, I want to perfect that. So all of that to say that was pretty fucked up. I did see a clip from Method Man, Mary J. Blige, Lil' Kim.
Hold on, I want to comment on her though. Can I comment on her?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't think that you wanted to. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So first of all, she's gorgeous. I just looked her up. I don't know her. She's a movie says movie character, but it's her Instagram handle. But I mean, not her handle, but her bio, movie character. So I guess she's an actress, but she's gorgeous, like model gorgeous. Beautiful dark skinned woman wearing natural hair, and her boobs are, you know, naturally hanging because she has big boobs. And this is what, you know, people don't understand about big boobs. Like, it's very rare that you have big boobs and they don't hang, like, if they're natural, like, just
If
because
they're
of
natural.
gravity and just because of life carrying around big boobs, you know what I'm saying? And I myself, like, I hate to say that society is influencing me, but I want a boob lift. Like, I lost weight. My boobs aren't as perky as they used to be. They're not as full as they used to be. And because looking at everyone else, and just because of just how you feel personally, like you said, when you look in the mirror, it's like we're all victims to that. So for her to wear this dress and her look drop dead gorgeous and let her titties hang, and she still is drop dead gorgeous, that is what's up. Like, that means a lot to me for her to even do that, because it takes women like that to do stuff like that to change the perception of what's out there and what's real. Because moving forward, less and less people even have natural bodies. Less and less people have even been unaltered. You know, everyone has gone under the knife damn near. And I'm talking about regular people who have 9-to-5 jobs. Like, they're getting BBLs, Brazilian butt lifts, they're getting breast implants. So this is becoming super, super normal. So it's really important that women like her, and, you know, me, myself, I hope I don't fall under the pressures, but shit, a part of me be like, I want a butt. Shit, oh, you can go buy a butt now? But then it's just like, do I need a butt? No. Am I willing to die for a butt? Probably not.
Am I willing to die for the butt? You know, like, that's my thing. Like, I
don't want to die for the ass.
And I wake up to see what the butt looks like, healed. But I can't assume that, you know, Kanye West's mom was not so lucky, you know, and that's real. It's so real. You have to, one, if you are going to change or alter your body, whether it's through working out, diet, surgery, you have to do it because, one, you want to do it. Don't do it because of society or because of, you know, and I know it's hard to say that because we all fall prey to certain things, but it's very important that you get a clear sense of confidence for yourself, because once you get out in this world and you start to please other people, and you realize, oh, by me changing this about myself, this person still doesn't like me, or this person still finds something wrong with my body, that's going to affect you mentally and going down the line. So I'm actually really glad that she put out a statement and basically was like, fuck all of you. I'm letting my tits hang. I look fucking good. They're natural.
Yeah. Leave me and she does look good. Like, it's not bad. It's just funny, the programming that we're used to. We're like, oh, your boobs are hanging. Like, their titties, their boobs, they're supposed to hang. Like, you see people breastfeeding babies and orangutans, they hang, and the baby hang underneath of them. But we're just so used to these, like, images that it's normal.
We're used to quick fixes, quick images, you know, tits perky, you know, and like you said, there's so many different variables that go into why your tits may droop, and in a different level than maybe the next person.
Right, exactly. Breastfeeding
is one of the biggest common reasons why people get breast implants, because at some point their boobs just they're flat. And especially if you have 2, 3, 4 kids and you breastfed all of them, you may not have any tits. So I just think it's important, again, to to love yourself. I think self-love is just the best self-care, and really find ways to really be okay with you. And then if there are things you want to change about yourself, just make sure that you're doing it for you and no one else. That's it.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
This really, you touched on it earlier, and it reminds me of something that just happened this weekend in the club. But it's like men especially need to stop making women feel like material objects in which they control and they have say over what the fuck we do. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, every single women can't even like wipe their ass without a nigga telling them, oh, that's not the way you should be doing it, that's not ladylike, or just any fucking thing. Like, I was looking at Megan Thee Stallion. She had like this super laid wig that was like a blue wig, and she was doing like a Joe Budden interview. And I had wrote in the comments, I was like, this is probably the most slayed wig I've ever seen. And it just randomly got like 1,000 likes. And all underneath of it was men. Like, a lot of the girls were like, yes, this is fire. And all these men were like, oh, this is what y'all ladies call fire, plastic, fake hair. She needs to love herself. She wouldn't wear plastic, fake white people hair if she didn't love herself. And it's just like, y'all are so concerned about what a woman is doing. Have you thought about maybe you're not supposed to understand what a woman's doing? Like, you're maybe not a woman. She's doing it for her. Like, do y'all want to be women?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you comment on everything. Those type of men, I low-key think, want to cross over.
Yeah.
To the transgender lifestyle. I'm just saying, you shouldn't be, a real man will be turned on by a woman just in being in her essence. Like, not trying to materialize her, not trying to make her some fantasy, but just her, who she is, like, if it's legitimate. You know what I'm saying? But if it's some fucking weird fantasy you're trying to fulfill, or if you want to materialize somebody, then you are going to count and point out those insecurities or whatever you deem to not be perfect.
And so I read, this is actually a really, I've got to pull this meme up, because since we're talking about it, it fits with what we're talking about. It says, he will cheat on you with the same type of female he don't want you acting like. Now, although we're not talking about cheating, we're talking about men praising one thing, but then essentially liking the very thing that they don't want you to be like. So there are tons of men that, regardless of what they feel, they will bust down these girls with lace fronts, big tits, fake butts, body banging, lipo. They will bust it down. They be in the videos. They be the ones where, but then behind closed doors, they want regular schmegular, but they're praising, you know what I'm saying? And they want to tear apart. So again, it all comes back to do what you want to do. Do what, don't
especially
do
as a black woman. Especially as a black woman, because
this is the black woman, because
white women, the worst. We get criticized the worst.
White women do it too.
This lady, this girl who you were talking about the BET Awards, she was a dark-skinned woman, and I just feel like you're more so under a microscope. You know what I'm saying? They waiting to call out some shit, just like the Reginae post. Like,
yeah, and she's natural. She's natural. Her body is natural. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Jaded.
Think about that. Man. Think about that. Where she has natural boobs. What are we talking about? Like, that's the most baffling thing to me, is if she's natural, if she had her own real hair and it wasn't like, what are we talking about?
Exactly.
So I just feel like
pray for the world.
People need to just figure out what they fucking like, and if they don't like something, shut the fuck up. Don't pick it. You know, you have free reign to do and love whoever you want. Just go do that.
Yeah.
Speaking of teabagged.
This
seems to be a really good
portion
segment of our show. It's popular. We get a lot of love in the teabag. I mean, we've only been doing the segment thing for 2 episodes, but the teabag section is by far a lot of favorites. We hear you guys. And We hear you guys. Teabag. So who should be our teabag of the week, Whitney?
The Kardashians / Jenners. they're teabagged.
So we're gonna lump all of them. There's not one particular Kardashian / Jenner.
Look, I'm a teabag Kylie's ass on that episode for really pretending and acting as if she could never fathom dating a man in a relationship. Oh my God, you're so scared of big bad Jordyn Woods because she dated your cheating ass sister's man. Fuck out of here, Kylie. I'm not buying the shit, okay? Your little fast ass been in this game since you were 14, 15, playing on these young rappers. Miss me with that shit, Kylie. All right?
Wow. Kim
Kardashian. Kim,
open up.
Your teabags.
You are getting teabagged this week.
Absolutely. First and foremost, you should have just shut your mouth on this business that had nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
What
did she say? She said
like Courtney did. Kim?
Yeah, about Jordyn in this episode. Yeah,
so Kim said, I want to see if I can pull up a little video clip, but Kim basically said, you know, they were all on like three-way, I guess, because it was Courtney, Kylie, Chloe. And first of all, stop disrespecting Courtney. Courtney walked into the room. They're like, shut the fuck up, Courtney. We're on the fucking phone, bitch. I was like, whoa. Oh, Courtney is way too cool.
Courtney is the most unproblematic. Courtney is the most unproblematic sister ever. Like, between her and
laugh, like, okay.
Her and Scott are the most unproblematic people. I swear they really are. So yeah, you're right. Please lay off Courtney.
Right. Courtney was minding her goddamn business. She didn't even want to be in the fucking
Courtney into the bullshit. They brought her ass in.
Yeah, I'm gonna cuss her out. So first of all, Kim, you're teabag for that. If I was Courtney, I would have smacked the shit out of you. Okay. And then let's get to what she said.
Just really hurts. What are you talking about? Loyalty is to you. This is like the biggest contradiction ever. Like, wait. Jordyn, all I've been through with your sisters in my heart has been my eyeballs. Yeah, that's hard, Jordyn. And I feel bad having you in the middle. I just would never be okay doing this with her, Kylie. She provides for her whole family off of what you have given her. And the disrespect of just, like, she has to know that there's a problem. She's blaming him. She's like, I'm so naive.
This bitch. She's providing for her whole family off of what you've given her.
Yeah, that's whack.
How?
That's whack. And for
those of you, I want to know how, because don't act like y'all picked Jordyn out of the slums of Compton. Jordyn was neighbors with freaking Jaden Smith.
Yeah.
She grew up with Jaden Smith. Yeah. Her dad was in the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
Sit up here and act as if this bitch was homeless on the street and her family wasn't shit and she fed her whole family off of Kardashian money. No, y'all may have put her onto some game and helped her with some businesses and was like, hey, come up with us, sis. But you didn't take her out the slums of fucking Compton. Like, the way Kim is saying that is, to me, I'm taking it as some racially oppressive shit, because Jordyn grew up with the Smiths. You know what I'm saying? So how...
I think Will is her uncle or Scott uncle or something.
Yeah, they weren't living in poverty.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like...
It's almost like if somebody were... Let's say your family member helped you out with something and, you know, you genuinely, like, that's family. And then you make it right or whatever the case may be. And then every single time you see that family member, they remind you of, like, oh, you remember before I gave you that, this is da-da-da-da-da. Like, if you're going to help people, or if you're going to put somebody in a position where maybe they couldn't do it themselves, not saying that they couldn't do it, but if you're genuinely going to help somebody, let that be just that. You don't have to remind somebody that you helped them. In whatever...
Or better yet, Mia, you don't have to remind somebody that somebody else helped them.
Or
The fuck?
somebody else helped them. Yeah, you don't have to, exactly.
Your
You don't,
friend, Kim. This is Kylie's friend. You said Kylie gave her the money. So why are you pulling Kylie's card? Kylie didn't say shit about the money.
The fact that
Kylie don't care about the money.
The fact that Kylie didn't say anything.
She doesn't care about the money. Kylie don't care about the money. Kylie is probably more humble, definitely more humble than Kim. You know what I'm saying?
She's more hurt because she's in the middle. I think Kylie's more fucked up, not because of what Jordyn necessarily.
I think Kylie and Jordyn are still cool. They never unfollowed each other. They're still cool. I think they're fine. I think she had to put on face for her sisters. But at the end of the day, I don't think Kylie really can hold anything against Jordyn. And that's because she knows the history of her sisters. You know that your sisters did this to every fucking girl in their circle. Except for them damn twins. And I'm waiting for them to do it to them. You may find Chloe with OT Genesis in the club next week. Like, we don't know. You know? Shout out OT Genesis. I did see him this weekend at the Dime.
I love him, by the way.
So he is so short. My friend had to convince me this was him. So, like, he's literally shoulder to shoulder with us trying to get drinks with the bartender. And she was like, this OG Genesis? I was like, girl, no. Like, the fuck? I just literally looked over his head. I didn't even see him.
Oh my God.
And it was him. She had to pull up a picture because he had like this icy chain on. And I was like, wow, this is him. Wow. People look so different on TV.
It's so
to life active.
Funny. What's that? But yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, the teabag girl.
Huh. Yeah, they're teabag. Chloe's teabag for the comment.
Chloe, you already been talking about Chloe. Drag her.
Drag Chloe. Chloe, I'm sorry. You are an aunt, you know, in all aspects of the word of an aunt. I actually used to fuck with you.
Me too. That was my favorite one.
There was one Kardashian that I fucked with. It was Chloe because I felt like Chloe called a spade, even though she was a Kardashian. She still recognized, like, she would always make fun of Kim. Like, we get it. They're sisters. The love is there. But Chloe was, if I had a favorite, it would be Chloe.
Back in the day.
Chloe has just made some really bitch ass moves lately. And I feel like they're super whack. They're super uncalled for. They're cries out for attention.
So whack.
You know, and
you heard about her telling Jordyn, not Jordyn Woods, but telling Tristan's
first ex.
Basically, she tried to clear the air and be like, Tristan swore up and down that they were broken up. He told his friends came and talked to me. He showed me his phone. I did everything except talk to Jordyn about it.
Girl, and all that means is how you met him. How you met him is how the same way you gonna lose him.
Any guy that's gonna go through all that to prove that he's not fucking his pregnant ex-girlfriend.
And my thing is, you don't need to know who's fucking her or not. She's pregnant.
Yeah, he's with her. Like, they were just together and made a human. Like, the fuck? Right. It's not even in the world yet.
Right. Like, what other information do you really need? I don't get it.
When you desperado, when you out here being desperado and thirsty, this is how karma hits you in your face. It's gonna get back to all of y'all eventually.
Yep, one by one. Pow, pow.
Pow, pow. Pow.
Let us know if you agree with us on our teabag suggestion of the week. Make sure you tune into our daily dose of drip of the day. We will keep that content coming back to back.
And we want to have another segment where we give you guys advice. We read your emails or listen to your voice messages.
Yes.
So for those listening right now on any app, if you're on Spotify, if you're on Apple, all you have to do is go into the show notes of our episode. You will see a link that says Anchor, leave us a voice message, and you can click it and leave us a voice message. If not, you can DM us at BCT Podcast on Instagram. You can leave us a comment on YouTube at Black Coffee and Tea Podcast. Or if you want to be real fancy and legit, you can send us a whole email. Okay? If you want to be anonymous, be anonymous. We're taking anonymous emails.
Yes.
Okay? And our email is blackcoffeeandtea312@gmail.com.
Yes. And we appreciate you guys so much. So much to the point where we will continue to keep, like I said, the content coming. And we appreciate your feedback, good, bad, or indifferent. We say that every time we are on here. Make sure you
subscribe. We're popping on YouTube, y'all. Our most recent video just got 40,000 views.
And counting. We can't say what it'll be tomorrow. But right now, motherfucker, it's 40,000.
Go to our YouTube. It's popping. We're going to live stream as soon as we can figure out how to.
Yes.
We're live streaming.
Yes, we are
Okay.
going to live stream for sure. And that way we can actually see some of y'all's beautiful faces and answer your questions live. That's
well, no, they're not really going to see it. We're okay. Mia's never live streamed, but we're not going to see your faces, but you're going to see our faces in real life time where you could chat and we'll talk to you and all of that good stuff. Okay.
My bad, y'all. I thought it was like Zoom. Sorry. Just kidding. We won't see your beautiful faces.
I can't.
We won't see your beautiful faces, but we will see you in spirit.
God bless.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
Oh, I just said, all right. Bye.
Tonight. Bye, y'all. We'll talk to y'all later. Until next time.
If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you subscribe to the Black Coffee and Tea podcast, available now on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and YouTube.
And if you want to be a part of the BCT fam, make sure you follow us on Instagram at BCT Podcast.
Until next time.